What's going on, everybody? I got a special one for you today, and that, my friends, is pho. Let's get cooking. What's going on, everybody? I'm super excited to make this recipe for you guys, okay? So this pho that we're gonna make, it is a very traditional style pho, okay? Yes, is the broth gonna take forever? But you know what, that's okay, because we're here for the umami, we're here for the flavor, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. This is what you're gonna need. 3 pounds of oxtail, thinly sliced brisket or beef, 6 ounces of ginger, 3 small onions or 2 medium onions, Thai basil, green onions, jalapeno, lemongrass, 10 star anise, 1 cinnamon stick, 5 bay leaves, teaspoon of fennel seeds, a tablespoon of coriander seeds. Don't get those two mixed up. You need a lime, some cilantro, bean sprouts, yellow rock sugar, okay? If you don't have this, that's fine. You can just use regular sugar. I found this at our local groceries or Asian grocery store. So if you can't find it, use this. A rice noodle or vermicelli noodle. You're also going to need some salt. And the most important thing is fish sauce. So the very first part about making this broth is you take your oxtail, you dump it in the pot, you fill it with water just so it covers the bones, and then you turn it on high and cook it for 20 minutes. While you're waiting for your meat to cook, let's go ahead and start prepping our other ingredients, okay? Take our onions and go ahead and cut them in half. Voila. Take your ginger, and this is kind of too big, so we'll go ahead and cut that in half. That one's okay. Maybe this one a little more. Boom. Take your jalapeno and cut it in diagonal slices like so. Now if you don't like it too spicy, you can take the seeds out prior. Take your green onion and slice it into small little slices. Like so. Now with your onion and your ginger, we're going to give it a little char, okay? So I got this little barbecue grill thing. We're just going to set these on here. Now if you don't have one of these, you can broil your onions and your ginger. That's perfectly fine as well. We've been letting this meat boil for about 15 minutes now, and this is what happens, okay? You get a lot of this scum. And so the scum is what contaminates your broth. So we want to get all that scum out. Okay. Go ahead and dump all of that water out. And you're probably wondering, Eric, what are you doing? Flavor in there. But you know what? You don't want that. Okay, so you're gonna clean all the bones off, okay? Clean it all off. Alright, so if you look inside the pot's got all that scum in it too, okay? So you want to get all that out. Clean bones, dump all that in there. Put the water in there. Now it's covered. We want to make a little bit more broth, so we put a little bit more water in there, okay? But it should be fine. Time to add our aromatics. So onions and ginger. We're just going to give them a quick toast. It just brings out some of the flavor. Dump all that in here. Cinnamon stick. Your yellow rock sugar. Alright, so I gotta kind of guess right here. I'm supposed to add a tablespoon of salt, but this is in rock form, so I imagine something like this will be about a tablespoon. Yeah. And the final ingredient is fish sauce. You want to add about 6 to 8 tablespoons, okay? 6. You don't want to add too much because you don't want to overpower it, but later on if you want some more, throw some more in there. No big deal. So I messed up. I didn't have a spice bag, and you want that spice bag because if you don't, it's going to be hard to scrape off the excess scum that comes off. So I had the jerry rig one in a cheesecloth. So after you put all your ingredients inside here, you're going to bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, turn it down on low and let it simmer for 5 to 6 hours. So as you're cooking your broth, there's going to be a layer of fat that builds up on the top, and we're just going to skim all that fat off. Skim it all out, and you're going to have to keep doing this once every 30 minutes for the next 5 or 6 hours. Alright, so we got about 15 minutes left on the broth. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna start prepping the bowls to serve our pho. Alright, so we're gonna take our noodles, have boiling hot water, and dump them in here. After you cook your noodles, you're gonna plate your pho bowl. So that's what we're gonna do. The first step is we're gonna go ahead and plate our meats. And you're probably thinking, Eric, that's raw. What are you gonna do? That's okay. The hot water from the broth will cook that, so it'll be a-okay. Put your green onions on, jalapeno, bean sprouts. Now when you plate your Thai basil, you want to only use the leaves. So take your Thai basil and then scrunch it all up, smash it, get all that juice out of the Thai basil. The same thing with your cilantro. Take your lime, place it down. So if you want to put anything else in your pho, that's perfectly fine. You could put fish balls, meatballs, oxtail that we made the broth in. Sky's the limit. And the last step for our broth is to strain it. So very carefully, strain your broth into another pot. What are we going to do with all this meat that we used, you know? All this oxtail? Well, we're not going to waste it, definitely. Because, you know, that's good meat. We're going to cut it up, and you know what? We're going to put it in our pho. Before we do that, let's give it a little test. Yo. That's pretty tasty. Wow, it's fall off the bone. And the very last step, pour the broth on. There it is. Taste test time. Put a little bit of sriracha in here. I like a little spicy. First bite. It's pretty yummy. I say this was a success. Alright, that's it for this episode. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to become part of the Umami Posse, and we'll see you next time.